Hey everybody, welcome back into another part of Final Fantasy IV DS here. I guess it's actually PC, I really gotta stop calling it the DS version. It's totally not. Anywho, figured I'd leave this one in here just because, lol, I'm stupid and I kind of forgot to heal. Don't worry, you won't see a hell of a lot more of those. But I wanted to leave that in just to be like, yeah, here's how stupid I am. I completely forgot to res, to heal, anything. So, that was pretty stupid, but yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna make our way down off of, off of Mount Hobbs here and make our way over to Fabul. Which, again, if you remember the speed runs from back in the day, oh god, did we die a lot here. We have people leveled up enough, this is not going to be an issue. I mean, they're not full leveled up by any means, but look at the difference in health from this compared to, like, you know, Cecil used to finish the game about this level. Did I really not get all the map? That's amazing. That's pretty amazing that I didn't pull the entire map without paying attention. Oh, Jesus, I wasn't even close. Oh, because I'm on this one. I thought it was on the other. I thought it was still exiting the map on screen. Herpadur. No, I'm not. We're in the screen past that. So yeah, no, I don't have any of this revealed yet because we haven't been here yet. This is one of those, like, if you're OCD, do not play this version of the game. You're gonna want to finish every map and it's gonna drive you up a wall. It honestly will. By the way, I think, like, next episode or a couple episodes later, I actually figure out how to fix that kind of slowdown when it fades out there. I'm slow on the uptake. I'm still learning video editing, and that's part of it, so bear with the learning process, if you will. Of course, by now, you've probably seen me edit enough stuff together to be like, what the fuck, you've reverted, dude. And again, if you were watching the live stream while we were doing this, you understand why it's as bad as it is. I literally have no clue what I'm doing for the most part with it, so it makes it fun. For example, I totally forgot to do any of the audio changes. Like, I usually lower everything by a good decibel and a half or something like that before I go in and start to do the recording of my voiceover. And I haven't done that on any of these from the looks of things. I love that I find these things out afterwards. It's so much more fun. Alright, for future reference, yes, we're gonna come back here, we're gonna talk to his wife a lot, and that's, you know, am I confused? No, that is the weapon shop, isn't it? Yeah. Well, weapon and armor. It's got both in here. I just refer to most things as weapon shops, so I will you know, what's the word I'm looking for? I will misname most things, but why did I buy 2 Ice Claws? I don't remember. I don't remember any specific times where I might have wanted that. The other thing I assumed here, for buying the stuff for Yang, not just that they're useful, because let's be honest, those are pretty useful. I mean, you can, you know, anything has a weakness to whatever, you know, element it is. You just huck on 2 of those, and Yang's gonna fucking destroy it. And yes, his name is Yang, not Yang. I'm still getting used to that too, Cecil. Looking at you. But like I said, like, I'm gonna, you know, start off and just throw on like an ice and a lightning claw to begin with here, so you have a couple of different elemental weaknesses. The lightning claws are better for later, in my book, because when you're fighting against robots in the Tower of Babel, that's when he really, really shines. But I did this specifically because I thought this might be like the PSP version where you can switch out who it is that you take with you. And I'm pretty sure that you can, but I think it's only on New Game Plus, possibly? Like, you'll see me at one point go back to Mysidia at the end of this and be like, okay, that was lucky that I found him too. Like, these are not things I expected, because I wasn't going through a walkthrough. You'll notice I probably already missed augments that I had no idea, that I had no idea existed. So, yeah, I'm gonna miss quite a few of those things. I'll say that up front. Now, I did go back and grab a few, though, because, like, you know, I was thinking, like, okay, well, I bet you Twincast is one, and, like, later on you'll see me actually go back and grab that from Mysidia pretty much after, you know, the thing with, as we call them, mac and cheese happens. So I, like, you know, like I said, there's a few things where I do actually go back and snag the things that, you know, you can probably assume are going to be in those places. I did pretty easily. I had to see what this was. I was pretty sure I knew, so it's all the videos. That Fat Chocobo music every time is the best, too. Stock up on items, because there's no reason not to. Except that I'm cheap and I don't want to spend any of this money, do I? Oh, I lied. Might as well buy some potions, because, yeah, I don't use these. Like, I honestly don't use them. I think I was possibly planning at Phoenix Downs I'll use. I think, though, I was really just planning ahead for going up Mount Ordeals and fighting all the undead. Still my favorite thing to do, just throw high potions at them. Which, yes, those were regular potions, so what I was buying wasn't effective in the first place. Again, nobody said I was smart. I sure as hell don't try to pretend I am. And this was unnecessary, too. You actually should get a full heal, just like the Super Nintendo version. I didn't want to take the chance. So, I played it safe. I just, you know, like I said, it's a couple extra bucks. It's, you know, one fight, basically. It doesn't matter. So I figured, screw it, might as well just rest it up. Because, yes, I probably would have gotten a full heal talking to the king. It's just not worth it. And I forgot to save, didn't I? There's no other reason to go back outside. Yep. Because I'm sure not farming. There's a part where I finally gave up and was like, screw it, I'm just saving on the first spot. I don't even care anymore. That was not an accident. I did that on purpose there. Like right here, basically, because there's a chance that you get here and none of these three are alive, so they have to res you and they have to give you full health back. You know? It's really the only way. It's, honestly, without that, you're kind of screwed. You really are. Because can you imagine, like, you get to just, you don't have any healers in your group, the three guys are dead from the walk here from Mount Hobbs. And you just start this whole quest off and it's like you start the first battle and it insta-kills you because you're not alive. That would be so super trolly. Somehow, this would be me if I programmed a video game. I would leave some shit like that in there just to totally be a dick. Like, oh yeah, remember Final Fantasy Tactics hosing me over? Yeah, here's my Tactics moment for you. I present this to you on a silver platter. Yes, I'm going through the text rather fast here because I figured I would be reading it like super quick, but I can't read as quickly as I went through some of these text boxes, so I'm not even trying. If you guys are wondering, I attempted it, and some of these go a little too quick. So I've given up on attempting to read it because I'm just stupid, and I should have recorded this voiceover while I was playing, but I was kind of under the weather, and it wasn't a good idea, so like I would have just like, the entire time I would have sounded like this, like, oh guys, I love this game. People, the first time people heard me, they would have been like, Jesus, who the fuck is this nerd living in his mom's basement? Which, I mean, hey, whatever, at least I'm on a second floor apartment, but I'm still a nerd. And damn proud of it. Alright, here comes the fun. On Super Nintendo, this part, really, I hate this part, no matter what. On this, it didn't seem so horrible. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, all the things that I thought were gonna be bad, I'm probably just really over-leveled for on this version, but they never seemed horrible. Plus, Yang is super powerful. His kick attack is, like, broken here. See what I mean? That kick attack, like, Jesus, dude, if it did that on the Super Nintendo version for the speedrun, oh, the time save. Oh man, it's like Detroit. Literally, it's the Red Wings. I make this joke every time. I'm a Blackhawks fan, for anyone that doesn't know, so if you're actually a Detroit fan, I also root for the White Sox, so, and the Bulls, which I don't really give two shits about them, so whatever, but... Is there any other major sports? There probably are. There's probably a soccer team in both cities, and I couldn't tell you what Detroit's... I know Chicago has one. I don't know about Detroit. I love that I still hadn't figured out... Jesus, those numbers. I love that I still hadn't figured out that you can actually set the auto battle to be whatever you want it to and not just fight. can't fight here. Literally, Yang, you just kicked 3 things in the face and one-shot him, and you really don't think you can do it again? There's 2 other guys. Fall back on them for a second. You can hold your ground. You would have been okay. Unless those are like, I don't know, triple Zeramus is coming at you, you're probably going to be okay. And even at that point, your only big fear is Big Bang. Hell, that's your only fear. If you know what you're doing, that's the only thing he can hit you with. Oh, okay, Virus. I take back what I said. And obviously, he can remove all of your buffs. But you knew what I meant. I meant, like, damaging stuff. Virus, he'll hit you with every other round after a while, so... And Meteor. I guess he does have Meteor. He'll counter you with Nuke, but you force him into that, so Nuke doesn't count in this situation. I'm getting way ahead of myself. These are spoilerific, like, words that I roasted off for you there. Enjoy! See, this makes a little more sense than the Super Nintendo version. It makes it, you know, it actually tells you that he's unlocking the door, and, you know, not that you didn't figure it out. We had more imagination then, I guess. Jesus, we're just one-shotting everything by excessive overkill numbers. Super overkill again. God, 610. I know it's like, how is a kick a weakness? You know what? MMA answers that question for me. Never mind. How could a kick be a weakness? You ever gotten kicked in the shin by somebody that knows how to kick? Yeah, that's your answer. Edward, god damn it. You're so... I would say you're useless, but you wind up giving us Bard Song. You're not as useless in this version. You're still pretty fucking close to useless, though. Wow, just one-shot the fucking boss. Oh my god. And, like, Cecil seems useless here, man. Doing, like, 91 damage? That's Super Nintendo numbers in the speedrun. Like, he's doing Super Nintendo numbers, if not worse. 90, 88. Like, why did I not kick? Yeah. Hindsight's 20/20. Why didn't I do this in the first place? Because look at those numbers! 400. So he's doing, like, 5 times the damage when he kicks. That is utter insanity. I love it. But it's kind of insane. And the sound of a cat destroying something behind me totally takes over the entire recording. Come on, let's get past the silence portion here. This is super freaking, like, this is why I go through text boxes as quickly as I do in some situations. It's just, it's awkward when it's silent. At least give me the doom, doom, bow, 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 bow. You know, give me something. This one. You could have done that the second Kane walked in the room. Would have had the exact same effect. If not better. Possibly better. And then I got kind of confused in this one because I didn't know if you ever had to actually hit Kane or if he was going to do the next thing for you. And I think I have it on wait mode, so I just kind of like, why isn't he moving? Come on. And then I just said fuck it and just hit defend. Still didn't do me any good. It actually did. It was triggering the text, so I just hit defend again too quick probably. Like I said, I didn't know if I'd have to hit him or, you know, whatever to advance the, him talking. So I just said fuck it and just kept spamming this. Wow. Nice crit. And when he says this is the end, you'll see why. He goes from doing 60 damage to a whopping 102.
Kane, even you now?
Let me ease your suffering.
You'll do nothing!
Rosa,
not turn traitor.
Don't look at me.
Cain, why do you now hesitate?
Gulbez! You're him, the usurper.
So, you are Cecil. Allow me to give you something. A gift to remember our meeting.
Cecil!
Let me through! I did not come to treat you well. Cain, enough of this foolishness. Bring me the crystal.
My lord.
Don't do it, Cain!
Rosa, let it be.
Oh, you care for this one, do you? Then let me take her along as well. To hold in trust until we are graced with the chance to meet again. Come, Cain.
It would seem your life is spared for now.
Cain, wait!
Like, they really could have, I don't know. I keep making that seem like that could be better. About as good as it was gonna be. Cure! I don't think one AoE cure spell is gonna do as much help there as you would think. You have Cura. You might have wanted to use that. Like, she does. Well, I mean, again, I understand why, because if you get here, like, speedrun tactics, you don't have Cura. So they have to use Cure. Continuity! And no, it's not because of, like, weird, like, you know, oh, you didn't record it right or whatever, that you're getting that weird, like, flubbing coming out of the audio there, where it's like, you know, like, kind of like spit farting, if you will. That's basically just, that's how the game is. No matter what volume you turn the game's volume to in Windows, it always does that. It always clips. It's really super, super fucking annoying. We got Spider Silk, there's our new shield, and another Ether. Ether, Ether, whatever you want to say. Does this smell like ether? Funny part, I almost forgot where I was going there. Hold on, there isn't a guy at the desk. I just about turned around, then I realized, like, no, it's a little more 3D and spread out than it was in the original, so... yeah. I don't know, it's like, it's odd for me to jump around like that, it really is. I mean, yes, the maps all still make sense, but you'll see when I get to the final dungeon area, it gets so confusing to me, and I don't know that it shouldn't. Even with the select map open, where you know you can see what percentage you have going, even with that open, where it looks like the Super Nintendo layout, it's still really tough to traverse. It's really, really, really confusing to me. Why do you even have this step there if you're not going to use it? It's the dumbest king ever. This is how Yang replaces you, you dope. Sorry, game ahead of us, spoilers. Whatever, these games are 20 years old. At this point, you know. Plus, we've probably already played the, my, like, live playthrough of this, so... chances are we already know. Deathbringer. I like that name for it a hell of a lot better. Is this what, the Black Sword on the Super Nintendo? And that's weird that they moved where that treasure chest is. That's below him on SNES, not to his right. So that threw me off. I just happened to walk around and be like, huh. So I didn't even check where the original was. It's probably got something else there. Well, this has to be done. Yeah, that happened. Even the cat was like, wait, hold on, what? Even Tabitha doesn't have a clue what the hell's going on with that. No random loot. Hiya! Aw, what a cutie. And then it occurred to me, if I'm gonna train, I should probably equip my new stuff. Unlike the Super Nintendo version, I don't have to wait for the fucking next battle to throw it in. Boy, that's gonna get misquoted. Yeah, I don't have to wait for the next battle to throw it in. Yeah, why did I not... Yeah. Great other questions. Why the hell did I not unequip him? And did I even unequip Edward? Did I bother? I wasn't even looking there for a second, honestly, so I didn't pay attention to if I had equipped Edward or not. Because it's not like my playthrough doesn't spoil the story for you. Can you guess who's leaving? It's messed up, though. Like, you gain him, like you get Yang, like, no time ago. Where the hell is it? There we go. I hate when that happens. You bypass one, like, oh, cool, there's an item, and then you never find it again. Yeah, see, white mage too soon. Oh, if only I had Rosa's white magic. Yeah, that's her boyfriend you just said that to, and she just got kidnapped. Do you know what the term no means? Because no. I think we should have a discussion about your timing. It's very bad. Too soon? Too soon. Talk to good old Sheila. We'll be back to talk to her much more. She has strange animation compared to everybody else, too. It feels like that's, like, so much higher FPS than everything else in the game. And she repeats the exact same thing. Talks about her frying pan, though. Wait till you see that. That's one of the best parts. Wait till you see that. If you don't know that there's a little, like, hidden, you know, side quest in there. Not little by any means, but that there is a side quest along with her. We're doing it. Like, all the side quests in this are basically not... I don't know, like, I wouldn't even consider them, like, quests by the same token of the word. Like, I don't know, it's strange. They are side quests by all accounts. They really are. But it's... oh, speaking of the frying pan. But, like, I don't know, it's strange because you wouldn't know they're there in the slightest bit unless you really, like, started searching around. Because there's no way that, like, you know, Excalibur, like, you're not finding that. You might, but let's be real. Like, are you gonna, fly around the entire upper world and be like, oh, dang, that's right. Oh, nice, good counter. But like, are you really gonna do that and fly around the whole world and, find that one spot, go back, get the hovercraft after you have the hook, and, find a place to land it, talk to that guy and be like, oh shit, I need this thing? Where am I getting that? And then go and find it in the, the land of the Eidolons, I should say. And it's cool how they did it, because it's like, all these things are wrapped together, and you have to go to like, 3, 4, 5 places for some of them, and repeat a bunch, and, go back through the Sylph Cave, for example. So I really like how they did it. It's not, that's not an open complaint about it. It's just they're different somehow. I don't know. I guess that just nostalgia speaking. I guess side quests just felt different back in the day or something. I don't know. They just have this really strange like quality to them that I can't really put words on. Cold? Oh, no, it's, I just... Seasickness. It's Locke. 4 years earlier. Launch shadows on the boat somewhere. Jeez, Edward, you ate a little too much Taco Bell. They really should have made you battle Leviathan there with, like, just Cecil. And had him just tidal wave you, and this is how you end up there. That probably would have made much more sense, and oh, where'd the boat go? Nowhere. How'd he survive this? Don't know. I don't know, it would have been, in my, like, I'm sure that's exactly what happened. But, it would have been cool to see that and just have it be like, oh my god, this thing's gonna kill me. And then, this happens. Ruin the good music instantly with more good music. And we have to do this the right way, too. You're that toad from Baron. Zoop. These are the cutest, by the way. Oh my god, are these adorable. Look at me, I'm so cute. Oh, gotta do this, too. Dances every time. Now we're toaded and pigged. Yeah, good times. So let's see, how does one fix this problem, he asks himself. I failed this a few times, by the way. By the way, the pigs and the toads in this are just like the best overworld sprites, I swear to god, they are so fucking cute. Anyways, we're gonna buy up some stuff here. We're getting pretty close to the end of the episode, so once again, don't forget if you guys are subscribed, there will be no ads, but if you are not subscribed, there's a couple minutes of ads coming your way here in a second or two. We'll pick back up in a second, obviously, so if you're cool enough to whitelist it on your ad blocker, that'd be super. I'd really appreciate the hell out of it. That's really the only time I'm running ads at the moment, so But yeah, this will be up on YouTube as well. So again, thank you guys if you are subscribed. You got this a few months early, so thank you all for everything. You know, obviously if it's in December, you're getting this on YouTube and also on the channel, so don't forget to follow both of those. I'm trying to think what else there is. Yeah, pretty much got all that stuff under control. You know the spiel, though. Seriously, though, thank you guys for all the support on everything. Hope you're enjoying the actual videos and the 24-hour nature of it this month. I really hope that this actually does work out. I'm so far in advance. This is July right now, so when I'm recording this is July, and it's I'm hopeful that this works out in December. So hopefully everybody's actually enjoying the you know, the fruits of all the labor, because y'all have seen plenty of it on stream too. So there's plenty of editing, you know. It's not an easy undertaking, so hopefully this really does turn out as well as I'm hoping it will, and hopefully y'all are enjoying it. So again, thank you very much for all the support, no matter what form it's in. I appreciate just being here in the first place and hanging out, and you know, all the freaking awesome conversations and debates we're having about all sorts of good stuff this year. So thank you all again, for real, very much appreciated. Did I really go in here as a pig? I actually did. Wow. Oh, and it kicks you back out. See, this is me cheating, or trying to, I guess, actually. I forgot I did this part, Jesus. Well, we were a few minutes ahead of that when I was saying it. But nonetheless, like I said, there's plenty more recordings coming up. Everything's going to keep going 24 hours, at least the entire month. And, you know, I haven't really worked out by July here, you know, when everything's going to happen. So I'd love to tell you a schedule, but that's going to be one of the things coming up on the, you know, the quote-unquote break here. So again, just, you know, seriously, thank you all for absolutely everything. Cannot say it enough. Wouldn't be doing this without the constant support and people asking when this is happening every year. So it's always December every year for anybody that is curious about it. Final Fantasy month is always December. You got a little bit of time off, hopefully from school, possibly from work as well. You know, we're going to be a little bit into the series by the time that, you know, Christmas actually rolls around. But, you know, nonetheless, the holiday season kind of, you know, it's a little bit more, everybody else is off doing their own thing, and I'd rather spend it here hanging out with you guys and playing some good games, and, you know, for that matter, watching and, you know, doing this again. So hopefully, like I said, I'm very hopeful that this does work out the way I want it to. Yeah, it's going to shorten, you know, it's not going to be 3 months of Final Fantasy month, but, you know, hey, why don't we actually bring it back to where it was year number 1 and make it, you know, I did 16 games in 45 days without recordings. So, like, why don't we bring it back to that, where we try to cram it down into, like, the area of a month? It seems logical, because then I get a lot more availability to do whatever I want on the channel. And you're like, dude, you play 3 straight months of Final Fantasy, you're gonna burn out. You will. I will let you know right now. You do 3 straight months of damn near anything, you're gonna burn out from it. So, you know, this way it kind of helps out with the spreading out of everything. So I'm hopeful this works. So props to Dan's Gaming for the idea to kind of, like, you know, cram it all into a month. I feel like I forgot to edit the audio on this again too, because that just went way through the roof when he came in. Yeah, I did. Wow. Okay, well, more editing as I'm done with this too. Wondrous. What's funny is you can almost replace the word me at the bottom of that with a picture of Spaz. If I would have left it just slightly less transparent, that would have replaced the word down there. Like, you can take Spaz along. I can? Fuck yeah! It's Mac. Aw, come on. Introduce yourself, cheese. Good cheese. Ladies and gentlemen, mac and cheese. Now here's the funny part. Note that I'm in Dark Knight form at the moment. 100% positive it does not remain that way. Yeah. That part pissed me off. I was like, alright, you know what, screw this, we're gonna cheat it. Now that I remember what happened, I was like, you know what, screw it, we're gonna cheat this. We're totally gonna cheat this. I was like, we're gonna go in here, it's gonna do the cutscene, it's gonna put Cecil back into Dark Knight form, and then the game will, you know, leave him in pig form. Pig and Toad, for that matter. It did, though. We'll fix that, but we'll fix it after the little break here. So, again, I will be back in just a few minutes here. We'll continue on with everything. Yeah, screw this. We'll fix this. We'll fix this with the inn. We'll watch you dance again. Totally. This'll fix the problem. That'll do, pig. That'll do.